We're here in Montreal at Ubisoft, and I'm Patrice Deslay, the creative director of Assassin's Creed. We're gonna go with the team and show you what we're doing. So hope you enjoy it. Come on. So guys, before we go and check out the team and what I do for a living, let's talk about the game I'm making with these guys called Assassin's Creed. The game Assassin's Creed will be out this fall. We've been working on it since 2004, so almost 4 years. It's been a while. The backstory of Assassin is an historical setting. We recreated the Holy Land, so Palestine, Israel, and that setting in 1191, which is the medieval time during the Third Crusade. And you play an assassin, Altair, who's part of that brotherhood of open-minded people, let's say. And you have tasks that your leader, Al-Mualim, asked you to do because you weren't a really good assassin, and now you have to redeem yourself by killing 9 targets. My favorite aspect of the game is that I can play Altair or the assassin the way I want. If I want to be really calm and low profile in the world, I can do it. And then when it's time to be badass and fight, I can just switch and now be that really action-packed character. You're the co-creator of the experience, let's say. That game is made by around between 150 and 200 people. So we're gonna go and check all the teams. There's like around 10 different teams, all separated by feature. So let's go, guys. This is the Hollywood team. They're responsible for making the cinematic moments in the game. Right here you have the leader of the team, Fred.
Hi guys.
And you have Dan, the director of the camera and shots. Before each target there's like a presentation of the target, and they're in charge of making those scenes. So at first the game looks like this, right? It's all in gray and not a lot of color. And then when you put everything together, you got this, which is the real thing. So there's a lot of imagination going on at first. This is that. They're called cinematic moments or must-see cinematic. And you have control over your character, so you're watching a scene, but you're also playing it. The gameplay here is basically to be the actor.
Most of the time you're in the crowd looking at the scene and seeing who is the target and what he does. And after that you can like study him, and after that you can kill him by studying his movement, his behavior.
Vous êtes aussi subtil que 2 éléphants dans une...
Is that cool? What? It's all about love. Okay, so now we just saw the Hollywood team. We're gonna go see the Kingdom team, who are responsible for the Kingdom part, which is like traveling around cities, but also tutorials. Let's go. See, this is all the collision of a map. So see, this is the graphic, and this is what the computer is really like processing. And then when you put the visual on it, it's quite different. So I think it's pretty cool. Like, this is not what you see when you play, but this is actually what's going on for real. So Matt here is a level designer, and his job is to put all those points and make sure that it makes sense and it's in a linear fashion without being so linear. So it's not easy to do, but he's got great tools to do so. Right now we're going to go and talk with the lead level designer and one of the level designer about crowds, how they manage to put those 100 plus NPCs in the map, and how we do our thing. Okay, follow me. David here, David Chateauneuf, lead level designer. He's going to approve the work of Malik So how it works, it's pretty much like we do a blueprint, right? Like level designers, the script writers and everything. We sit down for 3 weeks. Lead level designer make an Excel sheet of all the ingredients, and then level designer take those ingredients and put that in the engine, in the editor, green lines there. This is where the crowd gonna walk around and they're using those crowd flow, and then we play, test it, but it's really a long process until we've got what we play, basically. So thanks guys, I don't want to disturb you much more than that. Sorry. Because I got, that was the end shake of the Assassins, and the other day one of the guy had like, how do you call that, a ring, and he hurt me, so now each time I'm doing the Assassin end shake, I hurt myself. Anyway.
Everybody does. It's like this.
And the explosion is important at the end. The explosion is like
really important.
Everything's like that. All the
Now we
emotion.
can do it in slow motion.
Let's talk about the main character. We make sure that it's accessible and playable by everyone, and that's what we're talking about with Philippe Dion, who's the block designer for the City team.
Everything is interactive, so you can jump on everything that you see. You can climb, and you have also a lot of gameplay on walls. The same thing with beams, with awnings, with architecture element.
There's a lot of like automatization in the character. It's not like the player has to press every single time.
So right now you see that all the yellow lines, like I don't know if you can see it.
He has detected this white box. That means that from here you can jump in that box. Basically, do I have a white box in my yellow one? Yes. Then I can jump if the A button is pressed.
Yeah.
So now we're gonna go and see the same type of thing, but for the fight. An Englishman in Montreal. How do we choose to fight moves and sequence?
Alex wanted everything to flow well together. Originally we had a very overcomplicated system, so we simplified it down so you were coming in like up right directions, up left directions, and so everything flowed really well together.
With Assassin and with Altair, you can really feel the weight, and that, yes, he's got really cool move, but it feels real.
There's no real swinging around, it's all realistic,
Yes,
but
so
it's interesting.
And the violence is real too.
Yes.
It's the way it's portrayed. Like it's like you feel the blade coming in, and you feel like he's stuck a little bit, and you feel like the guy receiving the blow a little bit jiggy sometimes.
And the real fun comes with doing some of the kill moves as well, because we have to be realistic, brutal, and there's moves that even make me cringe.
It's all about openings also. Us, we wanted like ting, 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 and then a final blow, and this is when you go inside the body and the guy's dead.
Yeah.
So that was the real challenge, to make it playable, fun, and
That's the hard thing, is making a realistic game fun. But I think we've nailed it.
Okay guys, I think you've seen enough. It's time to get out of here.
See what becomes of those who betray our cause. But no He's in a coffin.
How did your men lose him?
How can someone bring so much disruption to our cause? We have tried to stop him, but many lives have been claimed by his steel. He fights like no man. People say he moves like an angel of death, carrying fury on his wings. Nonsense. These are just stories. Such myths do not exist.
This man is costing us a fortune to contain.
We have to stop him, or everything we worked for will be destroyed.
How do we restrain this angel of yours? Raise an army against one man?
There is nothing we can do without calling for reinforcements.
Takeover was a disaster.
Our soldiers cannot be
We
everywhere.
cannot hold up all these men at once.
Enough!
So he seeks to stop us. To claim our treasure for himself. Pure madness. Let him try. Every angel can fall. Why do you not join us, brother? Is there something wrong?
The Rod of Aaron, one of the most ancient artifacts in the world, one of the weapons used to protect the Ark of the Covenant. It was said that whoever possessed the rod was endowed with incredible powers from the divine himself. The rod was lost and rediscovered during the First Crusades, and over the next millennium fell into the hands of the most powerful men in the world, changing the course of history. Every man known to possess the rod was assassinated, each incident clouded in conspiracy. Among them, Henry III and IV of France, Abraham Lincoln, Archduke Franz Ferdinand, and JFK. Eventually, the rod fell into the hands of Middle Eastern dictator Saddam Hussein. The world believed the United States had fabricated their stories about weapons of mass destruction, but one of those weapons did exist, the ultimate weapon, the Rod of Aaron. After the fall of Iraq, the rod was obtained by Serena Parnett, a world-renowned archaeologist who studied the rod to unlock its full potential. She is now ready to sell it on the black market. Parnett is taking a huge risk. Assassins from around the world have been dispatched to terminate her, as there are more men willing to kill for the rod than to pay for it.
We're gonna kill her. I need you to stay focused.
Yeah, but do you know why?
Because we're being paid to.
No. Why we do all these social etiquettes? You know, waving, shaking hands, toasting glasses. You ever thought of where that comes from? You ever thought of that?
No.
So you're cool with not knowing?
Yes. I don't understand why she's alone.
She's about to sell the Rod of Aaron to her buyer. She's waiting. No big deal.
There's a protection. You know how much money that thing's worth? Something's wrong.
All right, look, let me tell you where toasting glasses comes from. In ancient Greece, people were getting poisoned all the time. It was the fashionable way of disposing of your enemies.
As opposed to nowadays when they just hire guys like us.
Yeah. All right, so what did the Greeks start doing? They toast before they drink. They heartily clink their glasses together. Wine spills into each other's glasses. That was their way of ensuring that they weren't being poisoned by their host.
Oh, that's great.
Voilà, monsieur. Vos boissons.
I keep hearing things about an unstoppable assassin. Master of disguise impossible to kill. You pick up anything about that?
That's bull. Anybody can be killed. All it takes is a moment for you to let your guard down, and that's when you strike. Remember that.
You ready for this?
Lindsay, go ahead and need rehab. What the hell is that?
No.
We don't get credit for the kill, we don't get paid. Bouncer.
Nice.
She's not an archaeologist.
I know that!
Did you just slap me?
Waitress!
Man, this is some ancient medieval bullshit!
What?
Shit!
Oh, shit!
What the hell?
You're sick. Who are you? Where's the rod?
It's safe. But you're not. In ancient Greece, poison was a fashionable way of disposing of one's enemies, but then you already knew that.
It's her. Master of disguise. Impossible to kill.
You forgot. Unstoppable assassin.
The Cafe Meat, a well-crafted design to draw Serena's enemies out into the open. The Rod of Aaron remains in a safe, undisclosed location, but this is only the beginning. Many more will seek Serena out to claim its power.
Hey.
Did you get the photo?
Yes, I did, thank you.
More importantly, I've booked another shoot for you.
Who am I filming?
He's ex-CIA.
Anything I need to worry about?
It's just a house cleaning.
Whose house?
I'll give you a hint. It's white.
Government contracts always have loose ends.
Well, as a matter of fact, this is something of a loose end. It dates back to November 22nd, 1963.
Kennedy?
Oswald.
I'm not buying it.
There's nothing to buy. Like I said, he's ex-CIA.
You're telling me you believe Oswald is still alive?
I'll believe anything for the kind of paycheck they've assigned to this. Anything's possible.
I don't know. Rewriting history is a little bit more high profile than I'm used to.
Yeah, but there's something very patriotic about this. You're going to be the new Captain America. A black Captain America. Here's what you need to know. Lee Harvey Oswald is now 68 years old. He's living down south in a retirement community. This guy drives to town every Sunday. No exceptions. Lately, he's been observing the Sabbath. This is when it needs to happen. Time and location have already been decided. Nothing is being left to chance on this one. It is important that you realize they are very particular about how this needs to go down.
All right. But I think I'd like to meet him first.
I'll be back in an hour. Can I help you, boy?
Nah.
little something for you to do.
What's the job?
There's this guy I know. This guy owes me a lot of money. It's obvious to me that he ain't gonna hold up his part of the bargain.
Want me to collect the debt?
I want you to make him disappear.
Kill him?
Kill the prick.
Who is it?
Get Mr. Leon's money. I just need more time. No! No!
Please, just a little more time.
I'm afraid you're out of time.
Please, no!
Promised the target would be alone. Calm down, Doc. Calm down. Let's talk about it. There was a kid there, maybe 12, 13, his son. He saw everything. What'd you do? Did you waste the kid too? I tied him up. He's just a kid. I couldn't waste him.
You just couldn't waste him? What the fuck did you do?
Oh, Doc, this is bad. This is real bad, Doc. He saw my face.
You didn't wear a mask? You fucking idiot. I told you to wear a mask.
What? Didn't you tell me he'd be alone? I'm gonna make it worth your while to finish this once and for all. How about if I double your payment? You cool?
I was sent here to kill you.
Stop. Listen. Shut up and listen. I could just kill you right now and not have to worry about protecting my own fucking ass. But I don't want to kill you. So if I let you live, you run away from this city, grow up, never show your face around here again. You simply disappear. I know you can't forgive me, but know this. If I didn't do it, someone else would have. Because when my employer wants someone dead, they're dead. You understand?
Whoa! What the fuck?
Remember.
You now have it in you to forgive an old man.
I forgive you.
learn to hold that gut, or I'll cut it from you.
Rest here.
Here? We should press on.
Go on and get us some firewood.
It's hours till nightfall.
Did you not hear what I said? It'll take the rest of the day to get a firewood.
Fan out! If it burns, pick it up.
Pardon, je n'ai rien fait. Je n'ai rien fait. Where are you, bastard? Where are you?
They call it the Long Virus. It broke out in Beijing during the Year of the Dragon. It didn't take long for it to find its way to the States. I can feel it, clawing away at my brain. In time, the doctors say they hope to find a cure. But time is not on my side. That's why you gotta do what you can to survive. It's simple, really. I can't afford the treatments, so I found the people that can. They give me what I need, and I give them what they need. No questions asked. This is our arrangement. I know nothing of these people. It's better that I don't. No need to complicate things. I keep my distance. It makes it easier to do what has to be done. No matter how many I burn, they never seem to go away. Each photo, every person, leaves an imprint in my mind. I am not an evil man. Time is just never on my side. Yeah.
We have a problem. The girl is still alive.
You sure?
Yes.
Look, I don't know how she would.
Just take care of it tonight.
What about the treatments? I need them.
If you finish the job, you'll get what you need.
Look, it's gonna take me some more time.
There is no time, Rob. Finish it tonight.
You gotta do what you can to survive. Everyone has their breaking point. Apply the right amount of pressure, everyone cracks. The question is, how far can you go? How far before you crack? Have I gone too far? Or not far enough? What is the answer? What is the answer? The answer is I've gone as far as I can go. There's nothing left. Nothing but who I am. I am not an evil man. I just wanted to survive.
Do you have the money?
Yeah, I just...
The bench on the other side.
Okay, okay.
You can leave the case.
No, wait, just
where
tell
you
me
are.
where... No, wait! God damn it!
Your deposit has been received.
Listen, I've done everything you said, okay? Now just show me my son.
In time. For now, let's talk.
What the hell do I want to talk about? Come on, no more games. Just show me my son.
Oh, Jake. Silly little Jake. Don't you get it? Your son has been safe all along. He's been with his real mother. And besides, it isn't him that we're interested in. The money was never for Matt. It was for you.
Hey, my name is Jade Raymond. I'm the producer of Assassin's Creed, and I'm here to talk to you today about the storyline behind Assassins, exactly what you're going to be doing as an assassin and where the game takes place. Okay, so Assassin's Creed takes place during the Third Crusade. The exact year is 1191. You play Altair, a master assassin who is a member of the original clan of assassins. Actually, the term assassin comes from this clan. They were called the Hashashin, which is thought to be maybe followers of Hassan, the old man of the mountain, the guy who started up this clan, maybe users of Ashish. Your mission is to track down, find, and take out 9 key guys who are architecting the Crusades, actually making the war and the population suffer and making it bad for everyone. So you've got to hunt these guys down and take them out. We've recreated all of the Holy Land, so a huge kingdom that includes all of the major cities as they existed back then, recreated exactly as they were in the year 1191. We worked with a historian to find all of the reference material. And the guys that you take out are actually historical figures who died during the year 1191. Maybe not killed by assassins, but they could have been. You start out basically in Masyaf, which is the base in Syria that the assassins used there. And you go down and explore basically the whole kingdom. There's Acre, there's Damascus, there's Jerusalem. Probably most people have heard of Jerusalem. Acre is the city at the time that Richard the Lionheart had recently taken over. It's right by the water. And Damascus is a city that was more or less the whole time controlled by the Saracens. So that's more traditional Arabic style. And throughout these places, you're going to find these key guys and assassinate them. As you do so, you're also going to find out that there's a little bit more that they were up to beyond just profiting from the war. There's actually a conspiracy that you'll uncover, and it has implications all the way to the modern day. But I can't necessarily tell you more, otherwise I'd ruin the surprise. So you have to play the game to find out. So one little thing about the assassins you may want to know before you try and join up to their modern day counterparts is that there's a little sacrifice that's required. And if you look at Altair's main weapon, which is his hidden dagger right here, you're going to notice something in detail that he has a finger missing. And so there's part of the initiation ceremony when you make the transition from novice to assassin that is ready to go out and actually complete his missions. You have this very dramatic experience where a finger is cut off and the hidden dagger is installed. And that is there because most of the assassinations have to be done within the crowd in full view, and you can't be walking around with a whole bunch of obvious weapons if you're going to assassinate people in that context. So it's a sacrifice they were willing to make. So that was the story in a little more than a nutshell. Thanks for tuning in, and check out the future Dev Diaries. We're going to cover all kinds of topics. Hey, my name is Jade Raymond, and I'm the producer on Assassin's Creed. Today's Dev Diary is about art direction. One of our main objectives was to, of course, make the art direction as realistic and as close to the historical references that we found. But the difficulty about, having a subject where guys walk around in armor and look like knights and stuff like that is that it tends to be associated with fantasy. And one of the important things to us was making sure that the game and the feeling and the location was really relevant to people. So we played with taking these historical cities, like the ones that I was describing in the story, Jerusalem, Damascus, and Acre, and all of the countryside and the kingdom, and thought, how can we give this a treatment that feels cool and feels like something that we'd be interested in watching for 40 hours as we play. Now, we've made a huge kingdom, 3 huge cities, and it could easily get repetitive, and we didn't want that to happen. These cities in medieval times were bustling with all kinds of people, all walks of life. You have to have the poor citizens, you have to have the rich class, you have to have the merchants. These cities are being controlled mostly by the military, and basically this amounts to a whole lot of characters to create. But we have over 300 different characters to create, and that's just the completely unique versions. On top of that, we wanted to make sure that when you're going through these cities, you don't see the same person a bunch of times. So a big focus for the team was the crowd, and basically we had to put a lot of energy not only into the gameplay, but how they look. And that means that the art director and the whole art team had to put a lot of time into thinking how we would make this crowd interesting. We invented this all brand new character based on the assassins, but we also wanted to give him a look and personality all of his own. So the first reflection was, in terms of gameplay, our core gameplay loop, what is the assassin doing most of the time? Well, what you're doing is you're investigating, so you're mapping out your territory, really trying to pinpoint and locate your prey. And then once you focus in on your prey, you go in quickly for the kill, and then you get out of there. And when we thought of what you're doing most of the time as an assassin, it made us think of a bird of prey. So that became the inspiration for Altair. And in fact, Altair means flying eagle or the flyer in Arabic. If you notice, he's wearing a hood, which has a little point in the front, and he has a robe that kind of splits out on the sides. And when he's in movement, the sides flip up, and if you were to look at a shadow cast from the side of him, you'd get the angle of the point of the hood, and then the sides of the skirt flapping up, and you'd get the shadow of an eagle. So Altair really is a bird of prey. That about sums up art direction. Hopefully you still have more questions that I haven't answered, and there are going to be more developer diaries where we go into detail on all kinds of other subjects.
Why is it we do what we do? If you could go back, would you have done things differently? Wake up. I don't believe in second chances, but I do believe in being quick enough, smart enough, and a good shot. Well, I'll take those odds against my chances. And just like that, I was done. I was out. No more killing, no more running. Or so I thought.
Hello.
I'm expecting my final transaction in the Schaffer account. Before 1100 my time.
It's done. I'm gonna miss you, old friend. You sure you wanna do this?
I made my decision crystal clear the last time we talked.
Okay. You're done. You can have out. I'm sure you're not gonna tell me where you're headed or what you're planning to do. But take care, old friend.
Good things happen, and life seems to be headed in the right direction. That's when you need to be extra careful. The roads can bend when you least expect it. No one gets out clean. I should have known. Why is it we do what we do? If you could go back, would you have done things differently? These are the questions that will float around in your head until the last ounce of sanity you have left disappears. I don't believe in second chances, but I do believe in being quick enough, smart enough, and a good shot. Well, I'll take those odds against my chances. We all know that.
Jerusalem, the 12th century, amidst the chaos of the Third Crusade. A brotherhood of warriors rose to power. Shrouded in secrecy, feared for their ruthlessness, they alone would save the Holy Land, or destroy it. They were the Assassins.
I spent my early days in darkness. I lived without much thought to higher powers, to gods or devils, or a world beyond this. Survival was everything. Then I met a man from the church. I was told I was special, had been chosen by God. I finally found a future, desire to do more than simply exist. I had a reason to be. I honed my skills, my gifts from God, His will for me. I was brought into the light of the Lord. I served the church for years, holding on to the life that was given to me, never questioning that the horrible acts I committed were divine mandate. But now I look upon this old man whom I know nothing of. I think of his life, or others I've taken. Who were they? Were their deaths truly the will of God? In my final moments, I realize how blind I've been. The darkness has been with me all along. As my earthly vision fails, only then do I begin to really see. The warmth comes over me, and the darkness is no more.
Dolls, here with Patrice, who is the creative director for Assassin's Creed, otherwise known as the man. He's in the Montreal studio. Nice to have you here today. So we're all waiting for Assassin's Creed. It's the most exciting thing, I think, for me in the last couple years, honestly. So we've heard a lot about the game, but I want you to tell me a little bit of the backdoor secrets and stuff that goes on behind the scenes.
Okay, well, let's start by the fact that we've been working on this game for the last 4 years, so it's been quite a long development for us.
Yeah.
We started, we had nothing, pretty much, right? They asked us to redefine the next gen experience, or the action adventure genre. That was I was asked for. They asked me to do that, me and my team.
What does next gen mean to you guys?
Well, at the time in 2004, it didn't mean much because we had no machine, we had no 360, no PS3. We had an idea, right?
Wow.
We knew that the machine would be more powerful and that we could do more with it. But what we really wanted to do is put the next gen into game design, not only into technology, even though there's a lot of technology going on, but we wanted a new and fresh experience with a game. So we started with an idea of having an action character that in its title has something to do. So Assassin is right away, right there, a character that has to do something. He has to go and assassinate something. And also I wanted personally to get out a bit of the fantasy world that we see a lot in games, so I wanted to go back and tell the story of us, humans. So we went and started to dig into human history, and I realized that Assassins was in fact a clan back in medieval time, and we decided to do a game with it. But one thing that it was really important for us is that there was people, right, in this world. So to play with crowd, to play with a lot of NPCs, that's why there's more than 120.
Tell us a little bit more about that crowd, because that's supposed to be one of the coolest things about this game. So tell us what was your inspiration for that and kind of the motivation for doing that?
Instead of we wanted an assassin is a little bit about stealth, right? But instead of having a stealth feature about shadows, we said let's do it in a social manner. So you have to be socially accepted.
So you're hiding with everybody around you.
Exactly. You're a blade in the crowd. That was our tagline at the beginning. So, and that's it. You have to be socially accepted by the crowd in order to do your thing.
Yeah.
So as long as you walk, as long as you're a normal dude, nothing will happen to you, right? But as soon as you start running, as soon as you start pushing people around.
Or if you have a camera following you in a crowd, then that's gonna not be stealthy, right?
Exactly. But it's like in going into places like here, for example, where you see a lot of people, and if I would love to go over there in 30 seconds, I would start to run, and then people will stop, will watch me, and if I stop, start punching people, I'm sure a security guard will come to stop me.
But if you put your hood up and you walk slowly, you just walk around, then people are gonna think he's creepy, but you'll be a much lower profile. Pretty interesting, because I haven't seen a lot of that hiding in the crowd and blending into that, which is really fascinating.
It's pretty new. But also, what's cool is that we have this in a freedom environment, right? It's all open. It's up to the player to really create his action sequence.
Right.
Everything is there, all the ingredients to have fun is there, but you are the actor of the sequence. You are the co-creator, in fact, of the experience. That's what I like to say. So we're giving the player tools, like a bunch of action. We're giving him ingredients in his world, and then he goes, and with his rule, creates his experience. But for real, it's not about the Prince of Persia, the game I worked on before. We had you're in a room and you have to, from point A, find out how to go to point B, right? And there was a puzzle, a level design puzzle. This time there's so many points. You have a main objective, which is, for example, go and assassinate a slave trader, for example. And then your path is
and you can grab onto anything, right? Anything that's how big?
Yeah, that's right. There's climbing.
Yeah.
Climbing is another really cool feature, and instead of having all this in general texture that tells you here you can climb and here you can't, we had just use the architecture. If it sticks out more than 2 inches from the wall, that's an anchor point, and you can start climbing.
Yeah.
So you really have to look around in your, for example here, that would be a nice place to do some climbing.
happening in real life, you would find it in Assassin's Creed.
Excellent.
And all that is based on history. It's the Third Crusade, so you meet like Richard the Lionheart, and you'll be an assassin in a clan and having fun with it.
And the stuff we've seen so far in terms of the aesthetic is beautiful. I mean, first of all, Altera is gorgeous. We want to meet the model for that, if you guys have a model for that, because he is a very good looking guy. But then aside from that, the cities that you guys have created, they all seem like they have their own feel, and they're all like, they're influenced by the real thing, right?
Well, yes, because it was important for us that each city has its own, like you said, his own feel, his own vibe. So we put a different color scheme to each of the cities. So you have the Acre, which is the Crusader city, that has this Kingdom of Heaven type of bluish, like Ridley Scott feeling. And you have like Damascus, which is the 1001 Night feeling, all orange, the desert. And you have Jerusalem, more mystic, more into the greenish. And you have the big kingdom in between where you can travel by your horse. Also, we have a horse.
Excellent.
And you can fight on your horse.
So you mentioned Ridley Scott. What other sort of influences that people would know, like pop cultural, like movie influences and stuff?
It's like a lot of parkour, you know, the like free running, and that was all like, you know, you go on YouTube and you watch a bunch of young guys like running away.
Have you guys ever tried to do any parkour?
I'm too old for that. I'm way too old to start that.
You should convince some of your developers to go run around Montreal and trying to like climb buildings.
I didn't do it, but my lead animator and his team has done a lot of free running, but also a lot of fight. There's a fight, for example, it's got that martial arts combined with medieval warfare, so it's not really only like a Jackie Chan, but it's got a little bit of that, but it's much more realistic.
So they had to train to be able to develop this game.
Oh yeah. No, but we're lucky enough to have animators that are pretty good at martial arts. Like Alex, the lead animator, does some kung fu.
I think you need to film a showdown, like have the lead animator versus maybe you, or like versus.
But we have some videos of them in mocap suits with all the dots. And it's pretty funny to see them, because sometimes it doesn't really work and they really hurt themselves for real, so it's dangerous.
I mean, not that that's great, but you know.
The life of an animator.
We would like to see it though, maybe. I think so. That sounds really personal. Like they were able to kind of pull something from their own interests and their own lives into the game. What's something that you pulled from your own personal experience, or something that was meaningful to you that's in the game?
The message of the game, you know, where try to find your own path in life. You know, it's not about like following up the rules or the goals set by others. That's like underneath in the story. Nothing is true, everything is permitted. Like life is an illusion, you can do what the hell you want with it.
That's awesome.
So that's my own personal philosophy of life. And
so you've been pushing that through the development.
I mean, and it's important at Ubisoft, it's important that creative directors put a lot of themselves into what they're doing.
Absolutely.
And they try to put a message out so they can try to change people's life a bit while they have fun, right? It's that combination of the two.
Definitely. I think that the best games are the ones that have that, you know, that have something real about them, as opposed to just like, we're going to make something that has explosions, it's kind of fun. Something that is meaningful, that you can have a connection to.
While having fun.
Yes, exactly.
That's like the best thing.
Now, so you guys have been working on it for 4 years, so obviously you guys have spent a lot of time together. You guys are a really close team.
Yeah. And not only because we spent 4 years together, but previously
you were working on Prince of Persia
Sands of Time. So for some of people who have been working for them for the last 6 to 7 years, they're my buddy, right? We like each other.
So can you tell us any funny stories of things that have happened late at night when you guys have been developing and for 48 hours straight?
You know, it's in every team, I guess it's the same thing, but there's like for sure one moment when you just crack and you start laughing. You know, there's always a night.
You get the giggles.
Exactly, and you don't know why, and you're like, or sometimes it's the other way around. Like, you know, you're really angry. No, we're men.
No tears.
We're
no
men.
Crying in Assassin's Creed.
No, but we'll like yell. Let's say.
Just yell at each other for no reason. I understand that. It's tough.
And so,
tired.
like, this 4 years is a long time in one's life. So, one story, it's hard to say right now.
Okay, well, thank you so much, Patrice, for being here. Again, the creative director of Assassin's Creed. We got to see a little bit of the behind the scenes of developing the game. Hope you've enjoyed it.